Okay, project management. Bakit kailangan ng civil engineers? This is a very important question, especially sa inyo, sa mga junior PICE members. And tingnan po natin, bakit nga ba bakit kailangang matutunan ng isang civil engineer ang project management? Okay, so sabi ko kanina, meron po tayong different types of projects. And these are the 4 classifications of construction projects. Number 1 is yung residential. Pangalawa po is buildings. Pangatlo is infrastructure. And lastly is industrial. Ang example po ng residential includes condominium, apartment, low-rise and high-rise. And then meron po tayong single-family house, multi-family house. And then meron po tayong buildings. Meron tayong healthcare, like hospitals, clinics, educational, religious, offices, malls, amusement, recreation, government. Then for infrastructure, or we call it engineering projects, meron po tayong bridges, roads, tunnels, dams, railroads, sewage treatment plant, water treatment plants, and then yung pipeline. For the industrial, that includes oil and gas facilities, chemical and petrochemical plants, power plants, nuclears, steel mills, aviation, and other projects. Ito po yung main classification of construction projects: residential, building, infrastructure, industrial. And with regards naman po sa market share, sa residential, mostly, kung makikita po natin sa ating pong mga paligid, marami po mga residential projects. It's approximately 40 to 45% of the total projects na makikita po natin ay related with residentials. And these are mostly owned by private entities, either individuals or private companies. With regards naman sa building, almost 20 to 35% are related with buildings and owned mostly by private entities or individuals. Sa infrastructure, ganun din. Kung makikita po natin, it's around 20 to 25. And ang kakaiba lang po ng residential and building, ang infrastructure are mostly owned or managed by the government or public sector. Andyan yung DPWH or like that, or different LGUs. And with regards to industrial, 5 to 10%, ito po ay mostly owned by private. Ang gusto ko pong tingnan po natin dito is yung preferred project manager on each individual type of project. Kagaya po sa residential, mostly ang preferred po ng industry are architects and civils. And then for buildings, it's civil and architects. For the infrastructure, definitely ito po ay civils. Makikita po natin yan, especially sa government projects po natin na build. Ang concentration po nito ay civil engineers in terms of project manager. For industrial, kagaya po sa akin, ang experience ko po industrial, nandyan po kami sa mechanical, electrical, and industrial engineers. Ito po ay ito naman po ay 40 po namin. So kung makikita po natin dito po sa ating slides, ay napakarami pong opportunities for civil engineers to become project manager, residential, buildings, and infrastructure projects. Kaya nga po, sabi ko dito, the construction industry, ang most preferred project managers are civil engineers. Hindi po mechanical, hindi po electrical, hindi po industrial. Ang preferred po ng industries related sa residential, building, and infrastructure, definitely civil engineers. So, why is project management needed by civil engineers? Ang sagot po dyan, it is because the industries preferred civil engineers as project managers in most construction projects. Okay. Ang tanong naman po natin is ano po ang pagkakaiba ng civil engineers and project managers during project execution? Malaki po ang functions difference po nito. Ang civil engineers, they are focused more on technical aspect and they are responsible for applying engineering principle and knowledge related po sa project. While the project managers, we are focused more on management and we are responsible for overseeing the project as a whole. Yung buong project. Okay, the civil engineers ensure, syempre, the safety, functionality, and sustainability of constructed infrastructures, while the project managers we are focusing more on, or we manage the project processes, resources, stakeholders, and risks. Ang civil engineers, they take the lead in technical aspect of project execution, while the project managers rely on the expertise of civil engineers and other professionals to address technical issues. So, iyon po yung functions ng dalawa, civil engineers and project managers. In summary, civil engineers is focused more on technical functions, while project managers is on managerial functions. Kung titignan po natin sa typical project organizational chart, ang project manager po, siya po ang nagli-lead at mag-manage po ng buong projects. So, siya po yung nasa taas, siya po yung focal point ng isang typical construction projects regardless of project types or classification. And then, meron po tayong engineering manager who's responsible for the deliverables ng isang project. It might be drawings, calculations, report, data sheets, and other engineering deliverables. Siya po ang responsible dyan. And then, andito po ang civil engineers, and under him or under her, draftsman, and etc. Okay? So, yan po yung typical setup ng isang project organization. Project manager, engineering manager, and then andun po yung mga technical functions. So, under the project manager, meron din po mga support managers like procurement manager, quality managers, safety managers, project controls, o andun din po yung contracts managers, and other support managers. And then, below them, ay meron pong different staffs na required po ng ating projects. So, kung maglalagay po tayo ng demarcation line between management and then technical staff, ang civil engineers po doing the technical functions are a part po ng technical team. Okay? So, engineering, he or she is typically reporting doon po sa tinatawag nating engineering manager, and engineering manager with other support managers are reporting directly naman po doon sa project manager who is responsible, who is the focal point of the whole project. Okay? So, we define management as doing things through others. Tandaan po natin yung definition ng management. Management is doing things through others. Alam niyo po, meron pong malaking privilege working as a manager. Alam niyo po, in a typical setup, yung mga civil engineers, sila po yung mga nagpupuyat sa project, sila pa yung mga nagka-calculate, nagdo-drawing, nagdi-design. And then, yung kanila pong manager ay alas 5 nakauwi na po, and natutulog din, magpapalo na po yan. O natapos nyo na ba? How and why? It is because they are functioning as a manager. And by definition, management is doing things through others. Ayan. So, why is project management needed by civil engineers? Number one, because the industry preferred civil engineers as project managers in most construction projects. Second, for efficient project execution. The reason why we need project management, because we as civil engineers who are promoted to manager, we need the processes, we need to be familiar with the best practices, and we should know how to communicate, coordinate, and all the methodologies needed by the project so that we will have efficient and successful project executions. Okay? So, balikan po natin itong career path. Okay? So, normally ito po yung aking mga classic slides related with engineering career paths. Ito po ay madalas kong dinidiscuss sa mga students, not only young students, but also sa ating masteral degree students. And even do po sa ating mga kasama sa academe. So, ano po ba yung ating career path? Alam niyo po, meron po tinatawag na intentional career path. Kasi nga po, pag hindi tayo pamilyar sa career path, bilis ang panahon, and you will not know, nalibang ka na nagstay ka sa isang position na hindi pala iyon ang maximized position for engineers. Okay, so ito po tayo, karamihan sa atin ay nandito po, since na ito pong audience po natin is junior PICE, so I presume let's say 80% to 90% of the attendees of this webinar are still here. Nag-aaral pa. Alam niyo po, pagkatapos niyo pong makagraduate, you have two options. Either you have a bad start or a good start. Ang bad start, ito po yung tinatawag po nating nagtatrabaho o magtatrabaho sa non-cognate career. Non-cognate, ibig sabihin, not related with engineering careers. Kagaya po ng insurance broker, call center, real estate agent, sales agent, or others. So ito po yung mga non-cognate. Nag-a-apply, hindi makakita, and since na kailangan ng kumita ng pera, kahit ano na lang yung available, ay pwede na. So, survival po yan. And that's okay. Pero, wag naman po natin kalimutan yung ating first love. Ano ba yung first love natin? Siyempre, yung tinapos ninyo na civil engineering. Iba nga, ang tagal minahal ng civil engineering, di ba? Merong magna 9 years bago nakatapos. 10 years, suma, di ba? Suma. Magte-10 years bago makatapos. Kakalimutan natin. Wag po natin kalimutan. We have to go back dito po sa ating first love. Ayan. Ang first love po natin, syempre, is ating engineering degree. So, pwede po tayong pumasok sa dalawang posisyon o dalawang industry na tinatawag. Meron po tayong tinatawag na construction route and then meron po tayong design. Yan po yung dalawa na pinapasukan po ng ating pong mga kabaro na civil engineers. So, meron po dito ng initial professional development. This is the most critical part ng inyong pong career. This is the time na pagpasok po natin sa industry, ito yung dapat na para tayong sponge. Huwag tayong mamimili. We have to learn. We have to be open in all learning. Ito po yung first 2 years, more or less, first 2 years na kailangang absorb po tayo, magtanong tayo. And we should be humble na in terms of nagtatanong tayo. Hindi wag tayong masyado tayong arrogant or something like that. Wag po yan. Kailangan ay magtanong po tayo ng maayos so that people will tell us ano yung trabaho nila na hindi natin alam. Okay, so sabi ko nga kanina, meron po tayong dalawang pwedeng pasukan, either engineering or design routes or designers route, and then yung construction. Sa design po, meron po tayong cognate engineering technical careers. And that includes draftsman, BIM modeler, document controller, and then design detailer. Some, yung mga magagaling, ay sila yung mga nabibigyan ng chance to have engineering design function as engineering designer. After some time, they become design specialists, and then they will be promoted to multiple discipline lead design. And then they will be transitioned from technical into engineering manager. Sa construction naman, where mostly 85% ng mga civil engineers are working, meron din yung cognate technical careers like quantity surveyor, project engineer, planner, scheduler, contracts, QA/QC, HSE engineer, health safety, environmental engineer, materials engineer, procurement engineers. Yan yung mga typical na cognate technical careers related with construction. After some time, they become senior and promoted from cognate and construction engineer into lead construction engineer. Nandiyan na yung mga senior project engineer, senior QS, senior planner, senior scheduler, senior contracts, senior quality engineer, senior HSE engineer, senior materials, and then senior engineers, senior procurement engineers. After some time, ay magta-transition din sila from technical into managerial functions where yung mga senior project engineers becomes project manager. And then yung mga support managers are coming from contracts, planning, quality, HSE, material, and then yung procurement, etc. So yan yung mga support managers, project controls manager, contracts manager, quality assurance, quality control manager, HSE, engineering, materials, etc. So kung makikita po natin dito po sa career path ng isang typical na engineer, meron po tayong technical functions, ito po yung technical functions, and then managerial functions. Dito po sa left, these are technical functions, and dito naman po sa right are managerial functions. Kung makikita din po natin, ang third route or third industry na pwedeng pasukan po ng isang engineers ay related with academe. Some, yung mga especially yung mga mahilig mag-aral, they will take master's degree. And sabi naman po sa CHED Memorandum Order, yun lang pong mga tapos ng masteral or may mga masteral units can teach sa universities or colleges. So after that, yung technical functions as professor, marami din po nga yan. May mga stages from lecturer and then associate, then engineering professor, and then they will transition from technical into managerial, such as dean of engineering, and then maybe later on pwedeng BPAA or even university president like Dr. Muhi of PUP. Okay, so ito po yung typical career path ng isang engineer. So meron tayong construction, design, and then academe. Kung makikita natin, meron din yung isang path na importante sa atin. Ito po yung tinatawag nating entrepreneurship or techno-entrepreneurship, na after po na makuha natin yung experience, then we will venture into our entrepreneurship. Ang kagandahan lang po kasi nito, lahat po ng ating accolades, ano man yung natapos natin, ano man yung lisensya natin, certification natin, experience natin, sa atin yon. But it cannot be transferred doon po sa ating pamilya. So it cannot be a legacy dahil iyo yun eh. So if you want to have a legacy, dapat meron po tayong business. Regardless, it might be an engineering related, consultancy, or whatever. Ang importante po ay meron po tayong legacy for the next generation of our family. Otherwise, they have to go through, kagaya nung dinanas nyo, mag-aaral. Pero yung iba naman ay meron ng business na sasaluhin at itutuloy na lang because of their parents. Okay, so tuloy po natin. So, meron din po tinatawag na intentional career path. Intentional career path. Yung kanina, that is generic. Kahit na sino pwede. And meron din pong tinatawag na career path, intentional. Dito po ay ipinakita ko po sa inyo ang different salary ng different job title dito po sa Middle East. I've been in the Middle East for 30 years. Okay, so matagal na po ako dyan and I'm still engaged. I have business in Middle East kaya nagpapabalik-balik po ako doon. And ito po yung sweldo as per Gold Talent. Ito po yung sinurvey po nila. Ano ba yung minimum, average, and maximum salary ng different job titles related with civil engineering. So, kung makikita po natin, for example, ang civil engineer, kung ikaw ay nasa site, ang minimum is around 3,500. And mostly, they are working in contractor or contracting company. And the maximum is around 12,000 dirham. And ito po ay mostly yung nasa mga owner, manufacturing or owner companies. Ayan. Paliwanag po natin mamaya. And then we have the consultant in between. So, dito po makikita natin ano ang different salaries ng different job titles, minimum, average, and maximum. So, by knowing these things, ano po yan? May strategize natin ang ating career path. Kaya nga sabi ko, intentional career path. Saan ba ako dapat so that I can maximize my salary during my working term? Tandaan po natin, limited lang po ang term po natin. If we will graduate at the age of 23 and we will retire at the age of 60, so meron ka lang around 37 years to work. So kailangan ma-maximize natin yung ating salary. Okay, so kaya nga ang sabi ko dito, intentional career path. Okay, so ano pong ibig kong sabihin dito? Begin with the end in mind. Kailangan ay i-maximize natin ano ba ang maximum na pwede kong makuha sa civil engineer bago ako mag-retire. Mag-retire ba ako as estimator? Mag-retire ba ako as a planner? Kung titignan po natin doon sa slide kanina, magkano lang ang sahod ng mga yan. Compare dito sa engineering and project managers, senior project managers, which is almost double, triple, quadruple of the salary ng mga technical functions. Does it mean na kailangan management lang, kalimutan mo na yung technical? No, I'm not saying that. Kailangan po nating daanan ang proseso. Ang ibig kong sabihin, hindi kailangan po ay dumaan po tayo sa proseso. Dito po tayo dadaan. Sabi nga, dalawang career lang po yan. Mostly, isang consultancy at isang construction. Kailangan aralin po natin yung pong mga trabaho ng ating mga junior staff, senior staff, and then other management functions so that we can be effective as a project manager, civil project managers. Ako po natin, wag po natin kakalimutan yan. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, every time napapasok po ako sa trabaho, ang inaaral ko hindi yung trabaho kasi routine na yun eh. Anything that you do in 3 years, 4 years, routine na yun. Kailangan aralin naman po natin yung trabaho ng boss natin so that alam natin yung next step natin. Every dotted line po dito means we need to train, we need na knowledge, skills and ability and experience for that level of position. Okay? Wala pong instant project manager. And dangerous po yun sa project. Kaya kailangan po ay daanan po natin ang proseso. Okay? And one of the reason bakit maraming engineers ang mababa ang sahod, why? It is because they are staying in a low-paying position. Balikan natin to. Ulitin ko, the reason why many civil engineers that are having low salary because they are staying in a low-paying position. Kaya nga ang sabi ko sa inyo kanina, intentional career path. Saan ako titigil bago ako mag-retire? Hindi ba maganda na mag-retire ka na, yan, project manager ako yung project na yan. Yung building na yan, yung residential building na yan, ako ang project manager. O sasabihin mo, hindi, estimator ako dyan, planner ako dyan. Ibig sabihin, you are taking a small piece of work or responsibility in a large project. Pwede? Okay. So, why is project management needed by you civil engineers? Because the industry preferred civil engineers as project manager in most construction projects. Pangalawa, for efficient project execution. And thirdly, because project management can be your profession of choice. Pwede mong piliin yan. Okay? Huwag mong sayangin na, kasi karamihan po kasi is accidental project manager. Accidental project manager, magaling technically, wala nang maipwesto for management position. Sige, ikaw na dyan. Sige, ikaw na, Cindy. Kayo na yan. Pero, lack of technical knowledge. Kaya nga, sa umpisa pa lang, sinabi ko, we have the technical functions and we have the management function. Technical functions, civil engineering, engineering concept, engineering knowledge. When it comes to management, you have to look the whole process, the whole methodologies. So, lahat yun, titingnan mo as a whole. So, technical, managerial. Mas malaki lagi ang sahod ng managerial compared with technical functions. You may say, pwede naman ako maging subject expert. Yes, but still a support manager. Iba pa rin yung nagli-lead tayo. Okay? So, because project management can be a profession of choice. Okay? Begin with it in mind. So, simulan natin sa dulo. Tandaan natin, 60 kailangan mag-retire tayo unless na lang maximum 61 or 62. Okay, so yan. So, begin with the end in mind. Normally, ang tanong sa akin, Prof, gaano ba katagal yung pwede akong mag-transition from technical to managerial? Balikan natin mamaya yan. Okay? Support natin, reason, makikita natin kailan tayo pwedeng maging project manager. So, balikan natin itong enhanced career path. Enhanced career path. This is me. I'm a P3M consultant. Project, program, and portfolio consultant. Sa construction industry, there are 3 main stakeholder. Merong main contractor, merong design consultant, or they call sometimes AE, architects and engineer consultant, and then meron tayong project owner. All of my projects are related with industrials, mechanicals. Nabanggit natin kanina, di ba? So I've been with national oil companies like Qatar Petroleum, Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, etc., etc. So, on my case, meron akong experience 34 years lang naman, and ang experience ko related with contractors, general contractors, EPC contractors are only 5 years. And then I was transferred or transitioned from contractor into consultant. And then I have 20 years sa owner side. Anong relevance nito? Naalala nyo kanina, yung minimum, average, and maximum. Di ba? Yung high. So, may relation din yan. Kaya nga sabi ko, intentional career path. So, I transition myself. Madali kasi pumasok sa construction. Marami yan eh. And then, na-streamline yan sa consultant. And then, na-streamline yan dito sa owner side or project sponsor. So I have 5, 9, and 20. So around 34 to 35 years of experience as a main contractor, as engineering contractor, and then as a project owner representative. Okay? Plus, meron akong experience on teaching with PUP Graduate School and Open Universities. So these are the credentials I have. I have master's, doctoral, and then the reason why I'm showing this to you is not to brag, but to guide you as a young engineer. So I have master's degree, doctoral, and then yung engineering registrations, and then yung mga certifications. So ang topic natin is about enhanced career path. Okay? So kung titingnan natin, ang enhanced career path is equivalent to Q plus C plus E. Ayan, enhanced career path. Ano yun? Prof, ano yung Q plus E plus E? Q plus C plus E. So ano po ba yan? Okay. So when I say Q, ang ibig sabihin niyan is qualification. If you want to enhance your career path, try to enhance your qualification. E plus E. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, qualification, there are two types of qualification. Education and then professional. Sa qualification, when it comes to education, bachelor, 10-5 niyan. Huwag kayong magstay sa bachelor. Ano yan? Ang dami niyan. Kung dati, alam niyo, nung panahon namin, pagpapasok ka sa retail, high school graduate, pwede ka na magtrabaho sa Schumann, sa Alimol, etc. etc. Pwede. Ngayon, kinahanap na nila is college graduate, di ba? So, sa atin naman, especially in your case, ay huwag tayong mag-stick sa bachelor. Bakit? Kasi common yan, 10-5 yan. Lahat ng, kahit na sinong upong presidente sa Philippines, ang laging target niyan is for us o yung mga constituents niya ay makatapos ng pag-aaral at least bachelor's degree. Kasi yun yung kailangan ng industry para sa trabaho as entry level. Hindi na dati high school ngayon, but now it's mostly ang hinahanap is college graduate. So sa atin, if you want to enhance your career, kailangan ay meron tayong qualification, education, at least masteral. Okay? And then, kung maskipag mag-aral, pwede rin mag-doctoral. And then, when I say P, ang ibig sabihin niyan is professional qualifications. You will complete your college degree, you will take the PRC license, that's fine, but don't stick there. You have to go to the next level, which is globally recognized. Okay, so Q is for qualification. There's two types, education and then professional qualification. The second enhancement na kailangan ninyong matutunan is yung certifications. Ang certifications is issued by professional institutions that ikaw as individual ay merong specialization. For example, IPMA, ano bang specialization namin is project management. We certify individuals, professionals, and students like you as somehow specialized in project management. Okay? And then, lastly, is yung experience. Try to get experience which involves leadership and management. Okay? Leadership and management. Why technical? That's good as baguhan, pero as you grow older, sabi nga, pumupurol din ng ang talim ng, di ba, ng utak natin. So, nag-uutos na lang tayo. Kaya nga sabi natin kanina, management is doing things through others. And then lastly, yung academe, sabi nga, giving back yan yung mga retirement plan ng matatanda. So that kasi ang academe kahit hanggang 62, 63 and so forth, pwede hanggang kaya mo magturo. So this is how enhancement of your career path can be. I'm sure mas magaling kayo sa akin, and I'm sure that you can exceed doon sa mga nadaanan ko. Kaya nga sabi nga namin, tuntungan nyo na lang kami so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Whatever we have learned in the industry ay maipasa sa inyo. Meron kayong bird's eye view, macro view of what is enhanced career path, what is qualifications, which have two qualification, educational and professional qualifications, and then what is certification, and then what experiences are needed by the industry, which is leadership and management. as management is doing things through others. And then later on, some of you, kung may mga retirement plan din, pwede naman kayo magturo later on. Okay, so yan. Advanced engineering level related with globalization. Globalization. So, ang sabi ng PTC, ang benefits of being an ASEAN engineers ay number 1, bigger market for expertise, better employment prospects, 3, third, greater avenue for sharing of knowledge, expertise, and technology, 4th, increased related business potential, 5, wider networking and strategic alliance, and 6, more potential for research and development. Okay, so ano ba ang requirement for advanced level engineers? Okay, so ang kailangan nila for you to pass yung ASEAN engineer, sa PTC po ito, sabi niya, you should have minimum 7 years professional experience after PRT registration, where 2 years of that 7 years, you must be responsible in charge in significant engineering works. Ano daw? Responsible in charge ng ano? Dito sa D2 ABC, responsible in charge ng projects. Okay. So, kailangan pala, if I'm targeting, if I want to become globally competitive, having ASEAN, APEC engineer, or International Professional Engineering registration, kailangan kong ma-master ang project management. Okay, mandatory yan. Okay, so why is project management needed by civil engineers? Because the industry prepared civil engineers as project managers in most construction projects for efficient project execution, because project management can be a profession of choice and then a required competency for advanced level engineers. Kailangan? Yes. Huwag kayong maniwala na hindi kailangan ng project management. Kailangan nyo yan. Okay? So, about IPMA, right? Siyempre, I'll take this opportunity to inform or be aware kayo dito sa IPMA Philippines. Ang IPMA Philippines, we have 72 countries globally network related sa International Project Management Association. Ang headquarters is in Europe, sa Switzerland, and we've been operating for the past 8 years. Pero ang operation namin is not mainly in the Philippines but in the Middle East, kasi mas maraming project managers doon na Filipino, and we are guiding them how to become globally competitive in terms of their career, intentional career path. Okay, so ang mandate po natin is moving our work forward in which all projects succeed. So lahat ng project natin ay maging successful. We are SEC registered. And meron po tayong head office office po sa Tarlac, sa Kapas. Okay, so ito po yung products and services that we are offering to the public, including JPICE. So meron po tayong publication, certification award, CPT training, young crew, research events, specific interest group. Ang focus ko po sa inyo is publications, certifications, trainings, and young crew. Ito po yung pinaka low-hanging fruits para sa JPICE. Okay, so publications, we have a global standard in project management. We have the individual competence baseline, project excellence baseline, and organizational competence baseline. Kailangan po ito for you to have successful project. Yung organization must be competent. Alam niyo yung purpose ng project. Business case, justification, alignment of projects sa mission, vision of organization, for example. And then we have the project excellence baseline, where the best practices are being utilized in how project must be run effectively, and even maturity of yung organization. May mga different maturity din ang organization. And then most importantly sa inyo as young engineers, yung individual competence baseline. Andyan yung guidelines nung how to become competent project manager. And you can download all of these standards sa IPMA.world. Okay, nandiyan po sa ating slide. Okay, so www.ipma.world. Okay, so internationally recognized project management certification. These are the certifications we are offering Sa mga practitioners, meron po tayong level D for Certified Project Management Associate, level C for Competent or Certified Project Manager, B, Certified Senior Project Manager, and A, Certified Project Director. Ayan. Okay, so ito po yung sample ng certificates po natin sa level D, and kayo po ay pwede na pong kumuha nito as kahit student kayo or hanggat wala kayong experience sa project management. It is always better na meron kayong pakikita sa inyong future employer that I am trained by IPMA, a globally recognized professional institutions. Since 1965 po ang IPMA. In fact, mas nauna po kami sa PMI o Project Management Institute. Ang concentration lang po nito is mostly sa Europe, at now ay meron na po sa Philippines. And you will be included dito po sa database ng mga certified professionals after you pass the examination. Ayan. Okay. So we have training. We have online training sa July 4, and those who are interested, compare po sa other organization, fraction lang po kami ang kailangan po natin. And then we only charge 10,000 pesos, kasama na po dito ang training and then certification examination. Ayan. So ganyan po namin kamahal ang Philippines. Ayan. We are a not-for-profit organization. And then we have academic industry partnership. We are, for the past 2 years, during pandemic hanggang this year, this school year, we have OJT in construction project management plus IPMA level D certification. Okay, so outcome-based training para naman po ito sa mga gusto mag-OJT, but we deal it with academe. So partnership po yan ng academe, and we have academe partnership with PUP, and currently meron po dito sa Holy Cross College dito po sa Pampanga. Okay, so ito po yung certificates na ini-issue natin. We have 2 types of OJT, OJT1 and OJT2. OJT1 is the 210 contact hours for fundamentals in construction project management, and then another 210 contact hours for industry best practices in project management. Begin with the end in mind. So bata pa kayo, alam nyo na yung dulo ng inyong pagiging isang civil engineer. Okay, so aside from that, we have the GDPIL, Graduate Diploma in Project Management in partnership with PUP, where kami po ang nag-provide ng mga lecturer, teachers po sa kanila. And then yung kanila pong final examination is the same as our IPMA level D examination. So pagka-graduate po nila, they have the diploma and they have the IPMA level D certification, which is internationally recognized. Ayan. And then yung pong kanilang pangalan ay nandun sa database, so they can verify kung legit yung kanila pong certification from us. Okay, so currently those mga co-teachers natin, we are from IPMA Philippines. We are looking for higher education institution partners to offer MSc and PhD in project management degrees. So kung may mga teachers po sa inyo and your university or colleges are interested to partner with us, we can work together to offer Master of Science in Project, Program, and Portfolio Management, and PhD in Project Management degrees. Pag-usapan po natin. Diyan naman po yung aking contact, especially doon sa mga universities na hindi pa nag-o-offer ng project management. And then, part din po ang aming mandate is to partner with different industries and corporations for strategic, innovative project management in the Philippines. So CTE, we have continuous training po ng kanilang po mga project team members, and later on meron po tayong certification program for their team members and then yung kanilang project managers. Okay, so sa inyong mga bata, meron naman po tayong young crew. Ito po yung ating team. Sila po yung 2023 officers po natin with Russell Miguel de Vera as President, And then ito po yung kanyang pong mga staff as young crew. They are from PUP Santa Mesa. And coordinate na lang po tayo sa kanila through us. Ito po yung kanilang mission statement. At ayaw na po natin yan. And yung kanila po mga activities, they have participated in GECO. It's an international competitions of young project managers. And sabi nga po, ang nakakatuwa po dito, kahit bago sila, they were able to be the top 1 and top 3 nung last GECO competitions. It's a competitions globally. Iba't ibang mga magaling talaga mga Pilipino Ngabi nga basta na-guide ng maayos, magagaling po sila. Okay, so nanalo po tayo diyan last year. At it's an honor from all of us para sa amin na sila po ay nakasama sa finalists, and definitely may mga team members po na naging champion din. Okay, so balikan natin po yung tanong, project management, bakit kailangan ng mga civil engineers? Number 1, because the industry prepared civil engineers as project managers in most construction projects for efficient project execution, because project management can be a profession of choice, and lastly, a required competency for advanced level engineers. Thank you very much and God bless. Kung may mga question po kayo, ay welcome. Sige po. At sige po, go ahead.